So you asked me about shame, and shame is like a physical lockdown in the body because it constricts us and retracts us and holds us back in life. It's very debilitating, and people will come to me a lot working with the issue around shame because it's pervasive. It's everywhere. There's somewhere in life that you've experienced shame yourself. Yeah, I know it from myself that I had a hard time getting out of a shower and just looking at my body and just the stuff that I say to my body. My God, you know, it's amazing my body still takes care of me. Yeah, because I would just, make every part wrong or just, put it down or judge it or criticize it. And so, it's so horrible to do that to yourself because then it becomes a sort of narrative of negative self-beliefs about your body and not being good enough. And then, I feel shame to maybe, go out in a swimsuit, show my body, or, have some kind of beliefs about the body. It's like, and I know many of you watching do, it inhibits you. It inhibits your aliveness. It inhibits your passion. It inhibits your trust for, life and yourself and, who you are as a person. If you start to identify as this sort of negative self-talk about what we're ashamed of, then it becomes our worldview. That's it. That's how we start to relate to people, to ourselves, and to life around us. The internal narrative that I had, led myself to believe over and over again, based because of my shame around my body. We can really embrace this body, love this body. We usually find something about it that we don't like. And today it's becoming so radical that we want to nip and tuck and, and liposuction and do all sorts of things to adjust our body to an image that we think it needs to be. And when does that ever end? Does it end? We become obsessive with this outer orientated sort of fixation of the world and a very big disconnect towards the inner orientation towards ourselves. And that's painful. And that keeps us in a particular place, especially around a dialogue that puts us in shame. You should be ashamed of your body. And this starts on very early on in our lives, of course, yeah? This is just one area. I mean, we have given shame about many areas of our life, and it can often show up during intimacy, during sexuality, all sorts of places. Your identity of who you are, where you come from, the color of your skin. So the issue of shame is really big, and it really holds us back in life. And if you're someone who feels like, I can relate to this topic, then there's already something you can do. One of the things I say in my workshops is, take a moment and just look in your life where shame shows up. Yeah? Where is it? Where do you identify it? And how does it debilitate you and hold you back? See if you can pick one. And it doesn't even have to be the biggest one. Just something to start with. Yeah. Oh yeah, that area in my life, I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed to, stand out in front of people. I'm ashamed to be seen. I'm ashamed, about my body. I'm ashamed around my sexuality, whatever it may be. And so when you've got that, take a moment, 5 minutes, 10 minutes even better, and write. And if you don't want to write, you can just sit and reflect. What is my story around shame? How does it keep showing up in my life? What do I keep telling myself about it? And what would my life look like if I did not have that shame? If I was going to take a 360 view of my life, what would I notice? What would be different? And often you can feel it in the body already, a sense of liberation, a sense of, oh my God, it would be so much better. It would be 10 times better. I would feel myself, I would feel connected with others. I would feel liberated. I would feel empowered, enabled. Yeah, I would trust myself more. I would feel more relaxation for who I am. Okay, so then I want you to take the last step in this and think of somebody that you know and love and trust, and see if you can find a time to meet them, preferably not in a coffee shop or sort of a busy, stimulated place, but where you can be really one-on-one with them and have this talk with them and talk about your story around shame. This is so important because shame loves to keep building its story in hiding, and it gets bigger and it gets gigantic and it becomes so big that it feels like a heavy burden of weight, and then we stop ourselves from really doing the things that we love to do in life. By that simple movement, that simple action, that simple step toward freedom of sharing your story around shame, it opens up that contracted, restricted place in your body, in your breathing, and also in your view of yourself. And it changes something. Just that simple movement can already transform the place where you carry that shame. It works, guys. I know it for a fact. I know that the moment I start to talk about my body, my relationship with my body, and my shame around the body, it lightens. That charge is less. I feel more liberated. I feel more relaxed to share it with people. And then the shame doesn't have the same hold on me, and it doesn't stop me from living life. And that's important, because we've got this one life and we really want to live it to the fullest, in the most freest, relaxed way possible. Why not? So if this is something that interests you, I love working through the body, by the way, and I love working through the heart and through our intelligence and our awareness. Yeah, playing life in a small framework and, existing from a small, shrunken place through our entire life. It's no fun. It's no joy. What does shame ever really give us in the end of the day? Yeah. So it's really a choice where we can start to look at it differently, which is what this work is about for me. Yeah. If you have questions, if you're curious, if you want to ask or comment, please do. I love to read comments and I love to answer questions. This is a dear to my heart, passionate work, and I hope that you receive something from this video. Thanks for watching.